Ladies and gentlemen, you are now rocking with the King Indeed.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your man, So It Go Jay. That's So It Go Jay with all underscores in between. I go by Jason Dial. Listen, I wear too many hats to tell you about right now, but check me out online. You'll learn all about it. I am rocking with the King Indeed, just so you know. Yes, indeed. TheKingIndeed.com.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's Dat KiD K.I, a.k.a. ZoeRaldo, a.k.a. the Gray Haired Bandit. I am Kid the Rebel. You are here. The King Indeed, TheKingIndeed.com. Let the people know all over the world, all over the universe. Who do we have here right now? Yes, indeed.
Yes. Well, depending on the time, depending on the era, depending on the lifetime when you knew me, Mixed by Luxury, Jason Dial, So It Go Jay, your favorite engineer's favorite engineer. You know what I'm saying? OTM right now, On the Move Entertainment. We are making it happen. Dolph Media, 1201 The Podcast, 5 Minutes to Twisdom. Everything, King Indeed now. We all over the place with it right now.
That's a heck of an intro.
Yes.
That's a heck of an intro.
Yes,
Now, for those of you that follow me, the King Indeed, y'all already know everything we do is raw and uncut. We're not with the Hollywood BS. We're not with all that, but we are clever, right? I've heard that before. Shout out to my man Twist. All right, back to the jam. Seriously, right now, Jay. Let people know, what exactly do you do, and what do you represent? You're on the platform, The King Indeed. Let the people know all over the world, what do you do, please?
Absolutely. Currently, I'm a manager for an artist, Big Ev. On the Move is the label. Big Ev is the artist. We got a lot of music out there. Brown Liquor's out there. That's All is out there.
Brown Liquor.
Brown Liquor. We sipping on that brown liquor right now, too.
Okay, yes, indeed.
All brown liquor. We're not just calling it one name or one brand because we ain't endorsed yet. When we are, then we'll switch it up and we'll do something special for y'all, dub plate style.
So you're managing?
Managing right now. We got the label, On the Move, and I'm doing a podcast. And I'm working a lot of different side projects with people I've met along the way, people that help me with my projects. It's all love, man. Everything is one big family. The way I'm looking at it is I've made so many connections and worked with so many different types of people. I've been blessed to work with them. Now I want to kind of bring that back into the fold and let's make, instead of making the machine money and making all these other people money, we've been filling and lining their pockets for years and years. Now it's time to get back, to get ours.
What's the podcast name, please?
Absolutely. 1201 The Podcast. A couple different ways. On YouTube, it's 1201 The Pod. On Instagram, it's at TWELVE_OH_1. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Twitter's all the same spelling and everything. Facebook, all the same.
You said that you manage, you have a podcast, but there's something that you're missing as well. You're an artist as well, is that right?
Absolutely. And the most recent, 60, 90 days, me and my producer, he said one thing too. Shout out to Twiz. He's my producer, Certified Bangers online. Certified Banger 100 if you search for him on YouTube. Certified Banger 100 TV, excuse me. And he told me one thing that really hit home. And I've been engineering for well over half of my life. 36 now. I ain't ashamed to say that. Still look good for it. You know what I'm saying? 36 now, but well over half of my life I've been engineering, so I've been stuck on the technical side. He said something to me the other day. He was like, you always was a good writer, but now you can actually hit that you can put that artist hat on because you have a producer. All these years, all before, when I was doing any type of music, I was ghostwriting. I was getting involved in the mix somehow, but I never had a producer, and that's the difference. So yes, I do claim that now I'm an artist. I'm creating to create. That's how I feel right now. Before, I used to be so technical, so by the book with it. Yeah. Now I'm doing it for the love of creating.
All right, you're an artist. You're not just an artist. You just said that you also write. You're a writer. Do you write songs for particular artists, or you just write and then boom?
Well, I'm going to be honest. Now, it's like a switch. And I'm not bragging or braggadocious about it, but now I can just turn it on. And if an idea, concept, is the term we like to use, comes across, I will adapt to that concept. Right. But if a concept needs to be developed or started off of the way the beat sounds or the person I'm with or the type of mood we're in, the temperature of the room, that can also be done. And for me, honestly, it used to be a lot of sitting, a lot of trial and error, a lot of balled up pieces of paper on the floor. Now it's just a switch. Gotcha. Now I can really just sit down and meditate with a beat 10, 15 minutes and have something. And then, of course, no emotional attachment to it. That's important. I can toss that out the window and start again.
That's because you know you're talented and that you can make hits. in the state of hip hop right now, because you're all about hip hop. We talked offline. State of hip hop right now. Do you feel that your music is relevant? Do you feel like you have to keep up with the new wave, what's going on right now, or do you have your own sound?
I believe relevance is in the eye of the beholder, meaning you can be relevant if you're talking about something that's true to you. Because if it's true to you, it's going to touch on the audience. The audience is going to pick up on whether or not you're bullshitting or not. The audience has a bullshit meter that is beyond what you and I probably think they have.
Right.
I always respect my audience and believe that I appeal to an intelligent audience. So therefore, I don't try to pull no wool over nobody's eyes. I know that they'll immediately hear the content that I'm bringing and tell whether it's bullshit or if it's real.
All right, so let me tell you something right now, brother. You spit and put you on the spot. You got a quick hot 8 bars?
Yeah, it got to be off the top or it's got to be something
No,
else?
man. What you mean? Give me 8 bars. I say 8 because the cats like to do 24, 8.
Can I hold the power real quick?
You have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
How am I gonna hold it for you, dog?
Absolutely, that's what-
Pause. Super pause.
Pause with a cape on. You know what I'm saying? The King Indeed. Make sure you got that. 12 on the podcast. Yeah. It's all acapella, but I'm going to give you something that we dropping real soon. I ain't scared of y'all, ass shade of Bernie Mac. I work wonders with a 2-track. You dig? I back, hit them with straight facts. I know they ain't like that. That's why I can't relax. I kept the commentate for a decade. Seen it get messy. Industry getting paid. We getting minimum wage. I did the dash in the range. Hell, I did the dash in the Sentra. Couple Lexuses in between, not to mention. I lived a couple lives. Hope I get a couple more. I had a couple vibes. Wish them well, though. I had a couple times where I had to decide to tighten up or walk wide. Let's go. Just so you know, I'm not here for a long time. Just a good time. My producer, Twiz, let the beat ride.
Okay. All right, that's how y'all feeling. That's how you feeling, huh?
Absolutely.
That's how you doing.
Yeah.
That's how you living.
Showed up.
You showed. I ain't mad at it. But listen, what do you want people to get from you? What is your end game? Because you're wearing different hats. Writer, you're a producer, you have a podcast, you're an artist. In a perfect world, what do you want people to get from everything you do, and or what is your end game? The people want to know. Yes, indeed.
I want people to be inspired to be themselves. Be inspired to use your environment, your upbringing, your life lessons to be yourself. Do what you feel is true to yourself. Do what drives you. I personally want to be in a position where I'm just taking trips with the family, whether it's blood or non-blood related, all family is family. We going out of town. We spending our days off the right way. You know what I'm saying? Getting passport stamps. And when we touch back down, it's always work. Wherever we at, it's like there should be no line between work and play for us. It should all be along the same line.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? And that's what I want for me personally. And the goal is to just create things that I know is true to me and I believe in. And it should resonate with the people out there.
You heard it first here, The King Indeed, TheKingIndeed.com. That's what I'm talking about right now. Before I take the gentleman's social media, I have one more question to ask you. Raw, uncut, yes indeed. What inspired you to make music? There had to be one hip-hop. As a rapper, what made you want to rap and write? Because you're a hip-hop, you love hip-hop, you're a hip-hop head. Name 2 rappers right now, or one or two max, that said, you know what? I looked at these guys and they inspired me.
Absolutely. In the beginning of my career, Mr. Cheeks. Shout out to Mr. Cheeks. Shout out to the LB fam. I'm from Queens. I'm from South Jamaica. I'm from Linden in the Van Wyck. You know, even though I wasn't in that era and came up with them, I came up with them. CNN and Legal Drug Money was my first 2 albums. And now, because I've got to name a second one. Now it's Young Thug. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I respect the different style of music that came out of that mid-2010 eras, the 2010s, that mid-era with Rich Homie Quan and now with Young Thug. And the things he's doing are just sonically above the par and verb, his lyrics, people say he's mumbling. Yeah, he's mumbling. But if you slow it down, like, I grew up listening to dancehall. So if you can understand 90s dancehall and what those fellas were saying, you listen to Young Thug and be like, oh, that's simple. That's rockers. Right. I can pick up what he's saying easy. So you just got to take your time. Society now has an ADD mentality. So you got to be, you can sit down with a record and meditate on it, play it over and over and over again and pick up what they're saying. So those are 2 artists that I feel like.
There it is. And as you can see, Mrs. Cheeks, Young Thug, two completely different
My
artists.
playlist is just like that.
All right? I ain't mad at you.
It's up and down. My playlist is all over the place.
I ain't mad at
Billy Joel to French music, to old, like my favorite of all time genre is Motown.
Right.
So, absolutely, I'm all over the place with it.
You all over the place when it comes to music. Now, how about when it comes to politics and Donald Trump? I guess you fuck with Donald Trump too, huh?
Absolutely not.
There it is. Dat KiD K.I.
Yo, so it go, Jay.
ZoeRaldo.
Hey, 1201 the podcast,
TheKingIndeed.
mixed by Luxury.
Bang.
Your favorite engineer's favorite engineer.
Bang.
Absolutely.com.
Check them out. Bang, bang, bang. We are out of here. A weemba wep, a weemba wep, a weemba wep, a weemba wep. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. You know the song? The lions. Sing, nigga.
Yeah,
Tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps. The battery. Tonight. Whatever, boy. The KingIndeed.
KingIndeed, KingIndeed, yes indeed. 1201 the podcast, so it go, Jay. I got too many shout outs for it.
Bang, we out of here.